Day 3 with Russell Brand. See it first on Rumble.
Now, tell us a little bit more about Peter Hotez and what's going on with that dude. We watched that bit of propaganda that he made for the WHO a while ago, and I frankly took a bit of a dislike to him. I imagine you're coming on here to tell us that he's the best thing since sliced bread. It's going to be a radical change from Fauci, and finally we've got the voice of the people within the NIH. My fingers are crossed now. They're crossing.
I mean, Peter Hotez, he really personifies the biosecurity regime that we've all been subjected to for the last 3 years in terms of completely unscientific reasoning for lockdowns, for vaccine mandates, for coercion that has destroyed so many lives. And he is now he's rumored, it's sort of speculative that he's going to be Dr. Fauci's replacement as head of the NIH, basically the most powerful doctor in the world. And so I did a 2-part investigative series for Redacted, basically looking at his history from the beginning of his career in the mid-1980s up until essentially the present day. And what I found is just truly shocking in terms of not only his willingness to lie and deceive the public, but his medical experiments that he has conducted on unsuspecting populations in Latin America, in Africa, in South Asia. And he's just a dangerous character. And not only is he...
Dan, can I stop you right there? What about these medical experiments that he's conducted on people in Latin America? I mean, that sounds like sci-fi. That sounds dystopian. That sounds like Mengele. Now, what are these experiments that he carried out?
Well, so in the 1980s, he began treating what he coined this term, neglected tropical diseases. It's sort of like, the responsibility to protect or something like that military doctrine. He coined this term as a marketing thing, basically for the Rockefeller Foundation. And he got money from the Gates Foundation, the Clinton Global Initiative, and spawned a neglected tropical disease industrial complex where all of these maladies in countries that have been exploited by Europe and the United States, where there's no infrastructure and people are living in literal sewage and they get sick. Well, he says instead of cleaning that up and building infrastructure, what we'll do is test drugs on people, and none of them ever succeed. And that's his whole thing. And there's been all kinds of horrible results. So now that's a $10 billion industry. All of the big pharma companies, Pfizer is into it. The Gates Foundation, the U.S. government through USAID has put $10 billion into it. And it's just enormous. Samantha Power tweets about it. So that is basically the doing of Peter Hotez.
Stay free with Russell Brand. See it first on Rumble.